I must just congratulate the manager and the young men who fucking performed like that today. I must, being an ex-footballer, only low standard and following it most of my life and losing heart in it, I've seen a shining light as an example to young English people, British people, world people, whatever you want to call it. But I must admit, fucking hell, I had to turn the sound down, second half. Fucking unbelievable, isn't it? What's her name? Gobby Yorith. Gobby Yorith at half time, was it? Gobby Yorith before. Forgive me, but maybe someone can answer the question here. Terry Yorith, wasn't it? Was he related, who played for Leeds? One of the family had a terrible tragedy, didn't they? They lost a young kid, didn't they? It was actually, the reason I know it was a wall that collapsed. The arch on a garden wall collapsed on a young kid. Some member of the Yorith family. And I think she's related one way or another. It's not related, and God, that must be horrific. But I just felt that some of the questions coming today to the young lads, because the Beeb and all this have been given fucking away into the, there's had to be an agreement where they can actually interview these kids. These are children, these. These are younger than my son, these. Yeah, like they say. That some of these kids are born in 94, 95, playing in a World Cup final. Performing, I must say today, incredibly fucking well. Under the control of a bloke who's given them all the respect in the world. And they know he'll be there till the end. But the BBC, Jesus, I had to turn the sound off. Not just for Gobby Yorith, that other cunt who was commentating. I did watch it at home, yeah. You can come and fucking cut my throat and fucking charge me with the full licence because I watched it at home today. Because I would have fucked, with the sun and that, So I suppose if the judge sees that, what I've said on YouTube, like that Preston Council officer once heard me say, never underestimate the power of the PlayStation. Yeah, you'll be able to fucking hang, draw and quarter me. Jail me like you jail me, mate, for watching fucking England attempt to win the World Cup. No, but seriously, getting back to the reality of it, I turned the sound down for the last half an hour and found it far more interesting. Fuck all distracted me. That Martin Keough and that other fucking dickhead working for the BBC, well, I don't know, how would you do? I mean, I'm not having a go at Keough because he's been through the game, but he's having to bow down to this fucker, and but the fucker he was commentating, well, can I just say that, it was like the kind of smack-tossed little cunt you met in the playground that was always going to end up working for the local authorities. And what is it about these people? BBC and mainstream media today must be horrendous. The way they're indoctrinated into this. I know a young man in it, actually, I do. He's just gone to work for a large TV company a few years ago. It's quite frightening, because this guy was a free spirit. But do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I watched when I turned the sound off. I was able to concentrate because I was always being interrupted in my mind by the shit they were talking like. In 1942, England scored 8 in one fucking semi-final, and a fucking frog jumped out of the fucking dressing room and fucking pissed on fucking the manager's foot, and because it did that, we won the fucking next match. I mean, fucking complete shite based on fucking superstition. You're talking to a bloke here who was brought up with superstition. My mum was fucking terrible, You find a lot of Cumbrians are. But yeah, it's amazing what they can spread during a 90-minute football match, because there was no extra time. And after, I'd listened to the build-up, which was another fucking mistake. Because they're all fucking Shearer, Lineker, even the fucking all fucking Deutsche. They're all full of shit, mate, and they're actually all, some of them don't realise what they're doing, but they're actually passing on what, we really don't need to hear. And they're building up the pressure. That's what I find. They're building up the pressure on young people. Kids, in my mind. The kids in my mind, because my kid's younger than them. Yeah? And as much as he's got on with his life and they're getting on with theirs, the longer the competition, although under the wing of, Southgate, they've gained this incredible confidence of being able to work for each other, which is basically, in my mind, similar to what a good parent should be like. Gives them the confidence to carry on and go and do it, knowing that they might get a bollocking, or there might be a little bit of like, did you do it that way, or should you not? Oh, that's constructive criticism, you know what I mean? But today I saw I'm jumping from tangent. I'm jumping off all over because I've had about half a dozen of these tinnies. Lovely. I'm going to have 7 now. Fuck it. Stomach's fucked, to be honest. I made the tragic mistake today before the game to actually eat something. And, me, food and beer don't mix. I had to start drinking Scotch, Colonel. That will be the fucking end for me and my reputation, shall I say, as being a civilised citizen. But no, what I'm saying is that, I fucking did that. I turned the sound down for the last 30 minutes and focused totally on the game. And what a complete, team of kids, and I mean it, working together. Big, powerful young lads, mixing amongst quick young kids. I'm not saying they're going to win the World Cup. It's amazing they've got to the semi-finals. And like the whole talk was before the actual event, if they got fucking past the group stage, we'd be over the moon. Yeah? They got past the group stage, beat Panama, and fuck me, yeah? The BBC interviewed these young lads because they've been given a licence to. And other TV stations interview these young lads and they ask personal questions beyond belief. How was it when that penalty? How did you feel? That's almost like asking, well, if I was to say to my son in front of the whole nation, how did it feel when you lost your mum and such? I hate these cunts, mate. I'll be honest, I hate the BBC beyond belief. Each and every day I listen to them or have to watch them due to the simple fact they are the fucking ones. No, it's only the World Cup, don't worry, I won't be fucking watching the cunts again. I can't even fucking listen to a fucking in-between of them. Like I say, I finished the game for the last 45 minutes, half an hour with no fucking sound, mate. And it was actually far more entertaining. But fuck me. It's right what I said about Boris Johnson. It's right what I said about the fucking British fucking media. It's right what I've said about the British government. They are using this. Yeah. There'll be people going home today watching that again. And they'll get it again tonight on Match of the Day. And they'll be watching it again at fucking work. They'll be using it in fucking work shows. As in, like, here's how to build morale. Look at this here. This young lad here's got a penalty against fucking Panama or whatever. Frightening stuff, this. We are living in a fucking different world at the moment. A different world. But I won't go on anymore. Because I hope most of you caught what I'm saying. And I, at 60, after half a dozen of these dinners, don't always catch what I'm saying myself. But I know one thing. I know one thing when people are taking the piss out of me. Taking the piss out of me is a different thing than taking the piss out of me fucking, well, let's just say, yeah, the things you fought for. And I don't mean my children, I mean everybody's children. Yeah, I don't mean my nation, my society. I mean everybody's nation, everybody's society. Yeah, I mean a country that's fucking, like someone said before, a flag that we shouldn't be proud of. But maybe we can start paying back and helping people. And maybe just like, in the meantime, drop this fucking, I don't know, this title we have has been so fucking special, because listening to these commentators on the BBC, listening to Lineker, listening to fucking the commentators during the game, I'm listening to people who are trying to push an agenda down my fucking throat. And I don't appreciate that. Because the young kids on the pitch busting their arses, and I'm sure you know, Gary, yeah, weren't informed about what you were trying to do. Yeah, or the rest of you. And that, if they were pushing an agenda that included us all, I'd be the first to say carry on, but they're not, are they? It's just an agenda to fucking like get us a bit of fucking cannon fodder together, yeah. Get a few to do the dirty jobs, build this fucking like, euphoria, wave a flag around or two, wear some of the suits these dickheads were wearing today. No. The only people have put us on the map today are them 11, 12, 13 kids who've run around under the instructions of Gareth Southgate and been absolutely fucking amazing. And I'm absolutely over the moon from what I'm seeing today, yeah. And I think basically the truth was about Sweden. They were all men against young boys, and they got run into the ground by young boys with a lot of confidence and the support and backing of a good dad.